Xavix, as you head out through the main gate of the Expat Club, you can see the fire burning behind Zeef's small residence just a block away down the hillside towards the bay. The speeder rushes you towards there. We return inside the smoke-filled garage over at Zeef's residence. The door to the garage has been blown inward. The ringing in your ears is providing a setback for this first round to everyone for any action they might take. The smoke is also providing setbacks to perception checks and ranged combat checks. But the player characters get to go first.
Alright, I'm going to go over to Zeef, and I'm going to use stim application on him.
Okay.
Thank you.
If he is cool with that, to try and boost his agility.
You will take strain from this, right?
Yeah, he takes strain. That's why I want to make sure it's cool with him.
Okay.
Right.
Right.
So
go ahead and make the check as you scurry over and pull out a different syringe than the stim packs.
Yeah, it'd be from my... I have a med pack, so I have...
Yep.
That's one of the things you can use. Alright, success. Right.
Nice.
So you take 4 strain, and your agility is now full.
Nice, okay.
What do you want to do with that threat? Lurch.
You're going to take a strain, Worram.
Okay.
As you get a big lungful of smoke on your way across the garage.
I'll just be where I am, I guess. That's fine.
Okay.
I take extra strain to move into cover, I don't think.
Nope, you're just over by Zeef, where
Yeah.
you've stemmed him. Okay.
I mean, I'm going to say that I'm like crouched. Alright, so I'm like crouching kind of by the thing there, but it's not actually covered.
But you're not in cover. Okay, you're just... Okay. Alright. In the first round, Dylong's gonna go. He's going to attempt it's a formidable, daunting athletics check to break out of his bind. Dylon breaks through. You're not allowed to give him strain and knock him out. I will flip a destiny point to prevent that from happening.
Damn it.
Those 3 threat there.
Yeah, no, they are not.
He breaks out only to fall unconscious in the seat.
No, in fact,
Yes.
No. I'm using a destiny point so that with his maneuver, he jams himself in the thigh with a stim pack.
This motherfucker.
From where?
It was in one of the pockets of his pants.
We didn't search him? Come on, man.
I never heard anyone mention that, and
That's
I just
true.
flipped
I
a
don't think you
destiny
guys ever
point to make it
mentioned that.
happen. So
No, we never searched him.
I'm literally using... I'm not just saying it happened. I'm using a destiny point to give him the stim pack.
You willed it into existence.
So
it's legit.
that's not just me GMing it. I'm using the same mechanic you guys use. And you've got 4 light sides now, so go ahead and give yourself a bunch of yellow and
he does
pummel
what?
him. He heals himself for 5 wounds, which is nice. You know what I mean? He's still way beat up. He does not. No, I said no to that. I get to sign off on how you use the threat, and no, he does not take 3 strain and fall back down.
It's worth a shot.
All right, that was Dylon. He busted out Morpheus style, and then he stimmed himself in the quad. Gil gets to go next.
He pulled it out of his prison pocket.
Oh, yeah, he keistered a stim pack. He just has the flex right to inject himself.
You guys...
Gil is going to toss a bomb at you guys, because you're already engaged with each other. So he just lobs a hand grenade, short range. It's a stun grenade. They're not trying to kill Dylon.
No, I'm mentally picturing Dylon pull a syringe out of his butt.
Oh, I'm mentally picturing him just twitching his hips correctly so that he can inject himself directly in the prostate.
You want to learn that
That
move?
he previously
Not from a
keistered.
Jedi.
No. Okay, so With 3 success and an advantage, he only hits Worram for 11 strain.
Well, I soaked 3 of it. So that's still 8.
Yeah, he does not activate Blast. Okay. Quarren bursts from the smoke on the far side of your speeder with 1 maneuver, and with the second maneuver, he continues across the garage, followed by 2 more of his fellows who interpose themselves between you and Dylon, all holding spear rifles threateningly at their hips to either stab or fire from this position. And outside, down the hallway, you hear the front door burst inward as Quarren Group Purple infiltrates through the front of the house. And now you're up, Zeef, with a house full of Quarren. And Dylon goes,
Zeef, buddy, I told you. Friends stick together. These are my new friends.
If you got a grenade, now is the time to use it.
Yes. Zeef spends a maneuver to pull a frag grenade from the inner coat pocket and yells, "Friends stick together, friends die together!" And then pull the pin out.
Alright, and you're going to throw it at Dylon?
Yes, making sure that it doesn't like roll away or bounce away like down.
Right?
They're on both sides of Dylon, sort of guarding him.
Quarren are engaged with Dylon the same way you guys are all engaged with buddies in there. Everybody's engaged with everybody who's next to them, but not the guy on the other side of that.
Right.
And you're all still in a short group. So yeah, if you hit Dylon, the blast will hit the Quarren.
Potentially the Quarren also. Yeah.
Exactly, because they are all grouped together, engaged with each other.
Can I throw it in a different direction
range
before we move on to the next thing, or is it already too late? If it's already too late, I'll accept it.
If you want to throw it someplace else, you can throw it towards the door instead.
That's exactly what I was going to say, is instead of throwing it at Dylon, I'm going to throw it at the reinforcements that are on their way in. Yeah, throw it into the smoke.
Throwing it into the smoke, okay.
Okay, alright.
Yay!
A triumphant success with 2 advantages, which will allow you to activate blasts. What kind of bomb you threw your frag grenade?
It's a frag grenade, yeah.
Okay, so the damage on the frag grenade is 8. You throw a bomb that does 9 damage back there and a triumph, so you could roll a crit, I guess, if you wanted. And you can activate
how about
blast. But I don't know what you want to do with the triumph, but I'll do the damage.
How about for the triumph, it like brings down the wall, and they're gonna have to go all the way around to the front to get into the building. That'll let us like focus on just the.
Cool. Yeah, it forces them to redirect. I dig that. Okay. That's
so you do further structural damage to the back of the house.
Yeah.
But you cut off.
So they're gonna have to take like a round at least of maneuvers just to get in place.
Yeah, cool. Fair enough. One of the Quarrens from Group Yellow is inside, but the other 2 were trapped outside when the wall came down. Quarren Group Yellow gets to go. They're going to split up. The guys outside are taking a maneuver, and the guy inside is shooting at you, Zeef, with a rifle at short range. And he does not succeed. All dice cancel out, and blasts comes out of the smoke and spangs into the ceiling above your head.
I mean, I don't know. Do you have any ideas?
I don't have any grenades left, so I was going to use a maneuver to pull my gun out and just start shooting at the closest people.
That's fine, yeah.
4 success and an advantage. What's the Relby's base damage?
Oh, the Relby V10 targeting rifle has a base damage of 9.
Alright, so 10, so 5 wounds into the first Quarren, takes him up to his wound threshold.
Nice.
1 more wound, and he'll be down. There are still 3 guys in the...
And I'd also like to recover a point of strain with that 1 advantage I got.
And you recover a strain, excellent. So Zeef blasts a Quarren. Dylon gets to go. He maneuvers towards the door because he doesn't know that it has been destroyed, necessarily. And he's going to double maneuver. So he gets all the way back to the back side of the garage and then finds that his way is blocked. Gil is outside, taking maneuvers. The Quarrens of Group Green use a maneuver to back so that they are not engaged with any of you. And then all three of them are shooting at you, Zeef, because you're the primary target. Alright, 1 success. That's 10 damage.
Oof. Okay.
They are going to use...
I'm going to soak 5 of that, so it's 5 damage.
Alright. You take 5 wounds. Alright, they're going to use 2 of their 4 advantage to take an immediate free maneuver to pull into a sort of screen Dylon's retreat. And they're going to use their other 2 advantage to give a boost to one of their allies later in the round. The yellow guy, when he makes his shot, he's going to get a boost. Alright, Quarrens of Group Purple, you hear them spreading out through the rest of the house. Yeah, exactly. One goes upstairs to check. The guy moves into the workshop. The other guy's holding the door. And now it is your turn, Worram.
I will use a maneuver to draw my stun pistol.
Okay.
Do I have any kind of a shot on Dylan from where I am?
He's on the far side of the speeder. I would say that it's basically visually occluded, though. You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
you.
That's what I'm trying to determine.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like
maneuver,
several setbacks.
Like move a bit towards the speeder. Would I have a shot on him? Do you think?
Yeah, you could shoot across the speeder at him. It's going to provide like 2 setback, basically. You know, to shoot past because all the engine manifold and stuff is there in the way, with him in the back corner. But that's what it's going to be providing. Is it's going to be a setback from the smoke and another setback from him being in cover behind the speeder. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to go for him. He's the most dangerous, I feel.
Okay.
All right. Ah,
no dice, buddy.
no
Dylon
dice.
got that good juju protecting
in
him.
Cover there, yep, and wasn't able to ricochet off the speeder, I guess. 1 advantage. I will. I'm gonna recover a strain too.
Okay. All right. The Quarren in Group Yellow here is going to make a short-range attack on you.
Okay.
He's gonna stab you. He's better at that.
He's going to engage then. Or...
Yeah, he's gonna move forward and stab at you with his spear rifle.
Nope.
Because he's got better brawn than he's got agility.
Okay. Oh, and I have 1 point defense too.
Oh, well, he missed. He only got 2 advantages. He's going to use his 2 advantage to take a defensive stance while staying engaged with you. He thrusts at you with the spear and then uses it to hold you off from where Dylon is in the far corner.
I'd just like to point out that this guy just is an 8-foot-tall alien with a spear.
I mean, I could re-roll and give him a boost from you being taller and see how that works.
It's mildly hazy in the room, and he's very stressed. The grenade went off very close to him. He's had a hard day.
Alright, we're into round 3 now, which is when I said Xavix could join the festivities.
Cavalry.
So
we have reached first light on the
So before we start with
round 3,
I'm going to use a rescue real quick, so I'll be right back.
Xavix, cavalry coming to the rescue.
Dude,
Big damn here this moment.
I had no idea that fucking King Theoden was the captain in Titanic.
Oh yeah, Bernard Hill, dude. He's been in a bunch of stuff.
Like, that
He's
blew
good.
my fucking mind.
I have some beautiful force powers to use in this situation. I just don't want to damage everything that you guys have.
Honestly, dude, if this turns
but
into
I've
like
got,
if this turns into like a fight like in Raiders of the Lost Ark, where Homegirl's bar just gets totally burned down, but they win.
Yeah.
Like, we'll figure it out. You know, we'll figure it out. If it makes for thrilling moments, whatever.
Basically, force move is nearly maxed out.
Nice.
I've got 3 in strength, 2 in range, 2 in magnitude, hurl, pull, manipulate. So, what can you do with that?
You can use move to pull one guy's intestines out and then strangle another guy with him, and then lift them both into the air and like whirlwind them around like nunchucks and just like.
Well,
hit
I've got
everyone.
bind enough to use it on people now too, so I figured I can grab multiple people.
That's
I
like
just have to have the force
how do I
check.
get the most conflict possible in a single session?
You're just twirling them on your finger.
Like highest level conflict.
An intestinal baton.
Like Dr. Manhattan in the bar.
You just make him explode.
Just his hands, yeah. Swings it up and pop, pop.
Well, that's dark.
Yeah, you might as well just be a bit.
No, I think that what you should do is you should just, like, ignite your lightsaber and then just force guide it around the room and back to you and just, like, cut off every single head.
That's true. I mean, there is force throw, which I'd have to have, but
yeah,
I could use it, but I'm not going to. I have the plans for the lightsaber.
Are you gonna bust in at the beginning of it here, Xavix?
Do you guys need anything, like, specifically? I'm not gonna, like, deprive you of healing or something like that if you need
Not really. If either of us go, we're probably both just gonna, like, do some more fighting.
Yeah, do some...
yes, I'm jumping in, man. It's my turn. Put me in, coach. I'm ready.
Alright, excellent. So, your speeder pulls up in front of Zeef's. You see a speeder truck is pulled up across the sidewalk just in front of the building, and the front door stands open. You see the back of a Quarren who's wearing an armored cloak and wielding a spear standing just inside the front door.
Okay. I don't need much, I know what's going on already. I can figure out that they had somebody captured, and now that there's a bomb going off, they're probably facing someone.
Yeah.
I'm going to, draw my lightsaber.
Okay.
First things first, and get that thing out. And the way I do this is a little bit unique. Instead of wielding my lightsaber, I use the Force to kind of hand it near my hands. So I have all the ability of my hands, but I'm still using that lightsaber to do it. I've got a Showdown. It's a smaller blade, so it's not like super far reach or anything like that.
Yeah, he's very season 7, like, got the handle floating near where the hand is. Okay, so you pop out the lightsaber.
First thing I do is I'm walking over there. He has his back turned.
Yes,
I'm just going to quickly go in and go for the swing.
Nice.
Okay.
Successful.
With Breach, you can pierce through 10 points of soak, which is more than all of his soak. So he takes all 10 damage, and it is far more than he has wounds and dies. The wounds do not roll over to the next guy in this case, because they are, so separate. But he is out of the group and down with a surprise. You can take another free maneuver with those 2 advantage, or recover a strain, or give a boost.
What about the guy in the next room? Is that door open? Can he see me?
He can.
He can see me?
Yes,
okay.
He can.
Can I, with the advantage, make the smoke enter in the other room, like expand in, so his vision's starting to get a little cloudy, something like that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, that's what I would like. He's going to have a little bit of a trouble, and I'm not going to be in his vision when I see him. My next action will be hopefully to get past it so he doesn't know where I am anymore, if that's possible.
If you want to make a maneuver there, it's going to take 2 strain to take that second maneuver to...
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, you can move that far then. Okay.
So the guy in the stairwell can't see me still, right?
Yeah, he is up the stairs.
Got it.
I will just keep drawing down on the green group of Quarren, one of which I already blasted, and he's within 1 wound of his threshold. But I'm not going to aim for him, I'm going to aim for just the next Quarren in that group.
Okay, I mean, it just keeps rolling over, so... Yeah.
Okay, well then I'm just going to continue to fire
shoot
at
the group of Quarren.
You just shoot at the group,
2 success.
It finishes off the first guy and completely takes out the second guy. So only 1 Quarren from Group Green is still standing. Dylon uses a maneuver to take cover behind the speeder, and you hear him shout something that is unintelligible into his communicator to Gil on the far side of the wall. And Gil is going to take an action this round. And you'll find out what it is in just a second.
Oh, I know what he's going to do.
I want to know if he's successful or not first, before I, tell you how it shakes out, obviously.
Oh, crap. I know exactly what he's doing.
So Gil is successful, and he's only got one success, but one success means success, and that's all he needs. And he's got a lot of advantage, which in this case is great, because it means that he can thread the needle between Dylon and the remaining Quarren when he just makes another entrance into the room, so that he can get Dylon out. And this is exactly, you realize, exactly how Gil would do this. You know? Like,
classic
all
Gil.
you think of is, of course, obviously, just more explosion. So, there is now a new hole in the side of the room. A new cloud of smoke. And Gil uses his maneuver to drag Dylon out through the hole.
Didn't Dylon already go?
He does. Gil's using his maneuver to pull Dylon through instead, and moving him that way. The Quarren of Green Squad shoots at you again, Zeef, through the smoke.
Uh-oh.
Are you using Stomper as cover?
He didn't use a maneuver to do it, so no, he's just standing behind.
Yeah. Wouldn't Chomper instinctively try to block a damaged Zeef, though?
He could, but he does not have any armored plating, so that would just be damaging to him.
Gotcha, okay.
It wouldn't be worth it to use him as cover at this stage.
Yeah, he's gonna die before he saves Zeef's life.
Right. It'd be more of a no, Mr. President, get down! Than like...
And uses his maneuver to fall back into the hole that Gil and Dylon are on the other side of. This guy pops out of the door and takes a shot at you, Xavix.
I have Reflect.
With a blaster rifle. You have Reflect? Excellent.
Yes, I do.
He hits with one advantage. The damage is 10. So you can use 3 strain to reflect 3 of that, and then soak 3 more, and you will take 4 wounds. Or you can not reflect it and take 7.
I'll reflect some back.
Okay, so you take 3 strain and 4 wounds from the damage as you block part of his, blaster volley, and the rest of it specs into you. Too bad you didn't put on that armor before you came down here.
Should have done that.
I know. You would have higher soak right now than you do. But it is what it is.
I'm gonna try and head for the exit.
Cool.
Like the front door. Because I don't know if those Quarren are out there also.
Okay. So you're gonna go past Zeef and towards the workshop? Or towards the hallway?
I want to go out the door, but I don't know how far I can get, basically.
You can get to the door with one maneuver, and then you could basically get to where Xavix is with your second maneuver.
No, I think I'll get to where Xavix is. That sounds
okay. So, Worram.
So I'll take 2 strain for that, and then seeing that he is engaged, I'm going to try and stun one of these guys.
And he's at short range, so he's not even engaged. Nice. So there's no upgrade to the difficulty there. It's just 1 purple.
I think I'm going to say, as a free action, as just talking to Xavix, they got Dylan. Did you see any speeders out there?
Yeah, there's a speeder outside.
We got to either disable it or get a tracker on it, basically.
Why don't you go out there and put a tracker on it, and I'll take care of whatever else is going on in here.
I don't actually have a tracker, but yeah.
I was gonna suggest the opposite, since you have force abilities to stop this guy from leaving.
Oh yeah, well I was actually gonna use my force bind, and since I have movement and magnitude and strength, and I feel like I can reach it, I can just bind them up and keep them there, and we can fight them out.
I'm gonna say, why don't we'll get to the truck and head him off there, and then I'm gonna take a pot shot at this guy.
Okay. It's 1 purple.
I get him for this is the one that's in between me and the door.
Yeah.
I'm shooting him as I'm trying to run past him, kind of thing.
2. Okay. What's the base damage?
7 base.
So it's 9. That is not enough. He soaks most of it, does 4 wounds, which is not enough to take him down. So he's still standing, and you're going to have to deal with him to get past him. or you're going to have to make a checked maneuver to get around him next.
Or Xavix. Xavix can
Or
deal
Xavix can deal with him, yeah.
Probably better equipped, honestly, than me. Now, if I can get out to the speeder, might be able to make some mechanics checks.
Right.
But I got to get out there first.
Quarren Yellow is going to take a shot at Zeef. 2 hits is 11 damage, Zeef. So you're going to take,
So
what is it,
5
4
of that.
wounds?
Wait, how much?
11 damage,
11.
5 soak.
So 6. You're getting close again, Zeef.
Yeah, no, I know.
A very successful operation on their part, if they can complete this exfiltration.
I mean, a costly one. They're losing quite a few dudes.
I mean, minions, though. You know? No named characters.
Sure, but if you're trying to push drugs on every street corner in Iceball, you need your manpower.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, you found out their operation. It might as well be tits up at this point. Right. So, you know. And now they know where you live.
Now they're cleaning house.
Yeah. Alright, that's the end of round 3, and it's 11 o'clock here. So I think we've been playing for 4 hours, and we could go one more round, but I don't know that that's going to end it anyway, so I don't necessarily...
I think we should just continue fresh next session.
Cool.
That's fine, yeah.
We got some action, we got some heart, we got some laughs, some torture. Mostly torture.
No one is going to survive this. It's gonna be incredible.
I mean, it's gonna be incredible if Zeef fucking survives this, like, adventure in the long run.
I'm getting so much conflict with this.
Oh yeah, we're gonna roll about that right now, okay? So it's gonna be 5 for the guy that you cut down in the back. And it's gonna be 5 for the mugging that you didn't attempt to stop.
Wait, hold up. Why do I get 5 for the guy in the back?
For the guy that you
Stabbed in the back.
Stabbed through the back with your lightsaber?
Okay, yeah, so...
Because you murdered him.
He's a terrorist that was in there...
Yeah, but you didn't
like
identify yourself as a Jedi and be like, "Stop what you are doing," and give him a chance to flee.
You could have sliced his
killed him.
lightsaber in half and taken off his gun hand, and he could no longer be an effective terrorist and wouldn't be dead right now. But instead, you murdered him in cold blood. So
I would make
5 conflict for that,
okay.
And it's 5 conflict for allowing the mugging to go down in the alley. And
I mean,
that's
I would argue that
everything
the
I
mugging
can
was
think of
more
off the top of my
dire than that, because not only did he pass up an opportunity
Oh,
to
it could
intervene
be
in the
10.
mugging,
It could
he
easily
also
be
could have
10.
reported it to the detective that he happens to know, and also to the ISB agent that he had a conversation with, since it was ISB
Right, and
officers
she could have-
doing it. So
right,
that was
who could
3
absolutely
different things he
track
could
him.
have done about it.
Oh, they're just.
Well, I didn't know that it was an
just
ISP officer
stormtroopers.
doing it.
No, it
Those
wasn't.
were just
But that's
stormtroopers
like,
that she's in
it's like
charge
if
of.
you're
She
on
would have
Fleet
cracked
Week and you
down
see a bunch of drunk Navy guys beating some dude up, and then you see like a military
the
policeman
shore
later, you know,
patrol,
like yeah.
And she even said, "What do you mean we're causing trouble in town? All of my men are confined to the casino here," giving him an opening to go, "Actually, I saw like a dozen stormtroopers."
I thought she
at the
was
bar
doing
in
it.
town."
I thought she was
No, if
ordering
there's
it.
No,
well, I mean,
she
maybe
was
she
saying,
is,
"All my
but
guys
she's
are
also
here,
the
but
only one in
you-"
a position to discipline these people.
Yeah, so
Oh,
you're right.
wow.
I'm gonna make it 10 there. So you're gonna roll against 15. You're gonna type
15? I thought it was 5 and 5.
Well, it's 5 and 10 now.
5 and
Because-
10?
Because
Yeah,
the
Kyle
mugging turned out that
convinced
there
me
was
that
more
the
stuff
mugging
involved.
There were
Sorry.
multiple opportunities to deal with the mugging situation, and
I'm
didn't.
sorry, I didn't mean
So
that.
it was 5
I didn't
and then
mean to do
another
that.
5 because you also didn't tell Zeef
That's
or the
that's
ice.
punishing me for playing the game the way I was playing the game.
Well, right, because it's a moral judgment in the game system on your
Does
character.
this thing affect my gameplay at all?
If you
Not
go too dark side, then
really.
you no longer have to take strain to use dark side points when you use the Force. Instead, you have to take strain to use light side points when you use the Force. But the choice between being a light side, dark sider really just...
It's not going to close
it's the
doors
cost
to you
of using the
narratively,
Force.
really.
Oh, then if it's
Yeah.
not going to close doors, then yeah, then that makes sense.
No, yeah.
Yeah,
It's just
it
like
means
a...
you're not going to be... You're already going towards Paragon. This is just going to keep you in the middle. You're not
just changing
in
your
danger
description
of
a
going
little bit.
renegade
That makes sense
yet.
now.
Or
You know
how
what I
other
mean?
characters might approach you in the future. Like,
Exactly.
if you're dark
So
side,
you're
your
gonna-
eyes are going to change.
It colors
The
your aura
command-
just a little bit.
Right, but that's once he hits like negative, when he's down to like 20 on the 0 to 100
Right,
scale,
if you do
with
my
50
guts
in the middle,
move, then you'll be
once
there.
you hit 20, you go all the way down.